is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolverines offense will take the first swing of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback,
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady.
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness.
There he goes. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Illinois' offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Look out, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. Powers through.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Great place to start for this offense. Pocket breaking down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. It's a fumble. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Baker. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniel. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Maddox.
That's a nice catch.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Vasquez. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Back to the ground game on the left. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run game.
Makes the grab. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Looking left. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on. Move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big block.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cook. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they've got on second down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matches.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. To the air, it's Baker. Under fire. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw again. Bears the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Pulls it in, it's Vasquez. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting it 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Maddox. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative.
Max going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is good. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Daniel. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line, it's Fields. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Catch is made at the 15. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Hard running there. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Baker. He lets it fly. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They're going back to the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed behind the line, it's Maddox. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Michigan offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Turning it on!
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Marsh. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Wolverines are on the move. Calls his own number. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
On the run from inside his own 5. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Illini.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. The running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Baker. The sure hands, it's Fields. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Pressure coming. On the run deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Lets him fly. Snagged out of the air. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Gonna look downfield again. Picked off to stop the threat.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's a heat. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is brought down at the 40, and the Michigan offense will take over.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he would.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for room. It's Maddox. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Mahoney. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. pass inside the red zone. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, fighting Illini. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Dropping back, it's Baker. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The give out of the gun. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. QB draw. Powers through the defender. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois!
It's just so nice to have a signal runner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my core.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
Number 17, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. On the run, it's Fields. Got enough for the first down. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Bo is all on the side of the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Illini! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He fires a bullet to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And man, has old Uncle Mo swung on their side, Jesse.
And this offense is feeling it, too. They've made some big plays now, David. They're trying to make just a few more to come back and win this game.
Unbelievable. Down by so many now within the possession, and you got the ball. Keep the mojo going.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He's got him. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They want to run this quarterback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game.